Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the Season 2 trailer. This is actually a different one than we saw in the previous video. That was more of a teaser. This one's specific for Cold War as well as Warzone. Primarily Cold War stuff in it, but all that stuff transfers over to Warzone. 6 new weapons. We're going to look at the roadmap and talk a little bit about various things coming and what to expect. If you enjoy the video, learn something new, please do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're brand new, want to find your way back, double check, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Reminder, my Gfuel code is triple discounted all the way until Monday the 22nd. So if you're looking to restock or try it for the first time, go ahead and check that out. Link in the description or just code JGOD at checkout. So let's go ahead and click play and see what we see. Some of the stuff will lap over. Some of the stuff will be a little bit different. So we saw a little bit of this in yesterday's one. I actually called the machete and we had the annihilator there. So those things are looking like they're things. The SMG. So some of this is similar, but then they're going to chop it up and it's going to be all new stuff. You got to look at all the skins, the operators, the weapons. Bop, 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 bop. Boom. New executions. Zombies.
Hold them off. We can't risk losing this data. Strike team, get that rover to the breach point. That's my jam.
So it's like that escort mode that we had in a few different CODs. I think BO3 and BO4 had them as well. But those were actual like robots that walk type of thing. See, and obviously that's Warzone, Verdansk, right? So that's the only thing that they really show that is 100% like Verdansk. But it's very unclear what that actually means. Obviously, that's more of a teaser. Let's go ahead and look at the roadmap. So here's the roadmap. We have the Dark Wave approaches Verdansk. That's Warzone specific. There's going to be some new Warzone modes. We got the Resurgence Extreme, which is unclear what that is. Infiltration, maybe something to do with the vehicles where you have to go from one point to another. We'll have to kind of see how that plays out. New multiplayer maps. We have Apocalypse 66. Galova is a multi-team. And then Mansion, which is gunfight. So that's very small. As far as new score streaks, it's only showing in-season Death Machine. But the Annihilator looks like one as well. So that is a little bit different. We'll see if that happens. New multiplayer game modes. We got Gun Game and then Stockpile, which are modes that are being brought back. Then we have Black Ops Cold War Warzone Zombies Outbreak Challenge event. So this is going to be from the 25th through the through the March 11th. So we're going to have a 2-week event. At the end of this month it starts, and then it's going to be related to the new Zombies experience, which it looks like the Zombies experience might be 2 different things. So obviously Black Ops will have their own version. Black Ops Cold War will have their own version, and then possibly Warzone will have their own. Or maybe that's going to be like a hybrid event where some of the stuff overlaps. No clue. Obviously, it is very interesting based off the trailer what'll happen. And then we have the different weapons. We have this Farah 83, which is the Galil. LC10, which we thought was a thing. The machete. We got an E-tool, which will be in season. That means it'll require a challenge. We got the in-season Shadow Hunter, which that is the crossbow, and then the ZRG 20mm, and that is a sniper rifle, it looks like. We'll kind of see how good that one is. And then we got new reactive blueprints, which I'm pretty sure some people are going to love and some people are going to be pissed off about. But I'm a fan of reactive camos. I wish it was beyond a blueprint, because typically the blueprints that they decide to put together are usually trash setups that almost no one would use other than just trying to have a cool camo, which for me is not really a cool thing. And then we got 4 new operators, Naga, Maxis, which zombie fans should be happy. And then we got Rivas and Wolf, which all look pretty cool to me. And then we got the new prestige levels, because obviously your level's going to be reset. I'm not sure exactly what level it's going to be reset to, but you will get lowered and then you'll grind back up and you'll have new prestiges to grind and unlock. And then we get the brand new battle pass, which will include all of those different items that we kind of talked about. What is interesting is there's been no mention of the new SMG, LMG, or the Psykov pistol, which is pretty interesting. Obviously those are Modern Warfare things. Normally when it comes to like overall progression in COD, most of the time if we go to the new COD, new content doesn't go to the old game on average between 3 to 6 months. That's usually the time frame. And that's going back to previous years. When BO4 came out, it took that long for World War II to add any additional content, and they added a bunch of different variants, blueprints, and weapons. And then when in World War II happened, then, you know, previous COD, the same thing. It continues going back with IW. They added some new content to IW. And then in IW, they continue to add, Black Ops 3 is kind of an anomaly. They just kept adding content. So I'm pretty excited to see what's good with this. Hopefully there's some huge changes. Obviously this dark wave approaches Verdansk. Hopefully there's not just some kind of boat on the coast of the water and they make it so you can swim. That would be very lame in my opinion. But maybe this is going to be, you know, I don't know. We'll have to kind of wait and see. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, learned something new. If you did, please do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're brand new, want to find your way back, just double check, make sure you subscribe with notifications on. Appreciate all the support on the content. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.